This show was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Very fun indeed. And also classic. And what's also classic is the animation. I love the animation. Me too. The 90s animation is the best animation. Okay, so this is one of those shows where each episode has a different plot. Well, almost each, because there were episodes that were split into two parts. But the episode featuring Doctor Doom, that's three-parter. Right.
The episodes featuring Doctor Doom are definitely my favorite episodes of this season.
What about the episodes featuring Galactus? I mean, I know he's one of your favorite characters.
Meh. I don't like what they did with Galactus in this show, because for some reason he now uses technology to feast on the Earth rather than using his powers like he usually does. That made no sense to me.
And I'm pretty sure they also got his size wrong, no? I always thought Galactus was similar size as the Earth. Or bigger than the Earth. At least big enough to the point where he can eat the entire planet.
I would prefer it that way. That would have made him more terrifying.
As well as Doctor Doom and Galactus, the show also features other villains like Super Skrull, Puppet Master, Mole Man, Namor, and let's not forget to mention the Silver Surfer. Even though he's not a villain, we should not forget to mention him.
Of course, you're going to have to include the Silver Surfer if you're going to include Galactus. After all, he is Galactus' servant. Until he betrays him, of course.
I also think the voice cast did a pretty good job in their roles, especially for the Fantastic Four themselves. Affirmative. First we have Bo Weaver, who is the voice of Mr. Fantastic, and he does a brilliant job. Then we have the Human Torch, who is voiced in this by Brian Austin Green, and he does a pretty good job too. And then there's the Invisible Woman, who is voiced by Lori Allen, who some of you may know as Pearl from SpongeBob, and even she did a great job too. And as for the Thing, he is voiced in this by Chuck McCann, rest in peace, and I think he did a good job in the role too. And he did give the character the voice, unlike some people. I mean, it is a bit of a different take on the voice, but it's close enough. If I could think of any back qualities, well, there was one character that really annoyed me. And it's that woman who is the neighbor of the Fantastic Four. You know, the woman who is always trying to get the Fantastic Four either arrested or kicked out of their apartment. Like, she really annoyed me.
Yeah, she got on my nerves a lot. Makes me want to eat her.
Let's not go that far.
Also, while I agree that the animation was pretty good, there were a few animation errors here and there.
Yeah, I did notice that too. For example, there was one shot where Sue Storm's Fantastic Four logo just disappeared out of nowhere, which was kind of weird. And if any of you guys are going to ask me what my least favorite episode of this season is, it's the episode featuring Namor, because I always thought Namor was a lame character. Why? Why is he a lame character? I don't know, I just never found him that interesting of a character. And also, I don't know if this is a thing he does in the comics, but he is a prince from the ocean who falls in love with a beautiful woman from the surface to the point where he kidnaps them and brings them to his home, which is the bottom of the ocean. I mean, that's what he did to Sue Storm in this show. Yeah, and not only that, but he is literally just a knockoff of Aquaman. Yeah, except he's got those tiny little wings on his ankles that gives him the ability to fly, which is laughable. Also, speaking of Sue Storm, I don't really like that they made her into a damsel in distress type of character. Because think about this. She got kidnapped 3 times throughout this season. By the Puppet Master, by Namor, and by Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I think she deserves better than that.
One good quality I don't want to forget to mention was that Stan Lee made some guest voice appearances in 2 episodes, I think, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this season an 8.6 out of 10. And now, let's find out what show we're gonna review next. The next show we'll be reviewing is Guardians of the Galaxy. Specifically, the show from Disney XD. Okay, cool. I look forward to it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.